last thing that I can recommend to make it look really, really, really great is, let me turn that down, hide all these. I'm going to go back into my face, and what I will do is I will kind of trace the shadow areas. Okay, so I'm going to do another one here called face shadows. All right, and so I can see I've got kind of like a darker area here. And I can even, well, probably gonna have to trace it in pretty close. As you can see, I could go off the edge. And then I'm just gonna reconnect these two here. And what I have to do is turn on my head layer, suck up that color, and then I go here to my color palette. And of course, again, just like I've done before, make it a little bit darker. Okay, so we just stay on that color now, turn the head layer off. Just look for other shadows, okay? So here's a big obvious shadow right here under my face there. Where are some other shadows? Here's kind of a shadow area in here. Oops. Control click. Oops. Undo. Come on. Control click. Whoa. I got off my layer. So anyway, just gonna kind of go in and trace some of those shadow areas, right? Especially where it's really dark. And that one actually, I just noticed there was like a really dark area in there. I'm going to actually even retrace that. And make that even darker. So now I'm going to have two kind of layers of shadow there. See that? And then when I turn on my head all the way, whoa. You can see that I'm starting to get some of those areas now. Of course, that one's way too dark. That actually, one thing that will help is bring my eyebrows above that layer. That'll keep some of it, right? But you can kind of see how that's happened. It's probably just a little bit too dark, so I can just come back here and lighten it, and then it won't look so unnatural. It looks like a big splotchy thing. But yeah, there we go. See that? A little bit lighter, probably. A little bit lighter. So you just kind of keep playing with it until you get everything kind of, you know, the way that you need to. But the more detail you do, the better it's obviously going to look. Okay, so you want to do a good job. You want to have a really great project that's headed for the wall or just looks awesome that you can be really proud of. The trick is work hard on it. And there's no shortcut to that. All right, so zoom out, you can see, you know, starting to kind of come alive, right? So the other thing that I can do is, and the very last thing I'm going to say, and then this tutorial is over, is another thing I can have besides the face shadows is the, oops, head and neck, is the highlights. Okay, so and I can do it in the same, or I can make another one called highlights. And basically I'm just going to trace some of these areas, like here you can see in the top of my head, nice little shine there. All right, and what I would do is take that color and make it lighter than the rest. So turn the layer on, let's turn my head on and see how that looks now. Whoa. Click on that object. Then I can see, I can't turn K down, so can I just do like a little bit there, maybe a little bit there. You know, you just gotta kind of play with it to get some idea, or the other thing you do is try just sort of sucking up some of these other colors, you know, and just see how you can get sort of close, you know. So it's all just a matter of sort of playing with it a little bit. Looks like that might do the trick. Yeah. So, and try and get some of those lighter and the darker areas in. And then you get like a really cool example, like some of the ones you saw in the Mac lab or that you might see in the online lab. So that is all I've got for you on self-portraits. All right, that's what it takes. If you want to do better than me, then do it. Do a little research. Look at cartoons. Look at other people's examples. Figure out how to fix this color. All right, because there's got to be a way to do it better than what I'm doing, because it just does not look good. So go ahead and just basically keep working and just figure out your own little tweaks. If you get your own little style, that's when it starts to get really, really cool. All right, so there we are, self-portraits. It's certainly not done, but that's all that you need to know in order to basically get started on this project and really to kind of finish it up. It's all just a matter of continuing and moving on in the directions that I told you. I don't want to give you a step-by-step on how to do it. I want to teach you the concepts, and then you work on it on your own. All right, so that's it. This is Schwartz out for the self-portrait. I know these were long videos. Appreciate your patience, but that's what it takes to make this project happen, because this is a challenging project. All right, take it easy, guys.